we're live. But if you're seeing this, you're watching it on the replay. I hope my audio is good. You ever feel like things are crawling on you? I did earlier, and I still do now because I had ticks on me. Here's the story. Here's how a truck driver gets ticks. I'm somewhere in Tennessee, outside of Nashville a little bit, and I shut down, had a 600 plus mile today. Today was awesome. I'll make it back tomorrow for 4th of July weekend, which I don't have any plans for. So if anybody's in upstate South Carolina, got something cool going on, I don't know, hit me up. But that's gonna be tomorrow. But I parked at this Flying J, and I walked a little bit today at a rest stop, kind of on an extra little break, and got some fresh air and all that. Well, let's see. I can tell you exactly how far I've walked today. That is one of the benefits of the Apple ecosystem and having a watch. I have I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't really have the right angle going on, but almost 2 miles. So I'm at a Flying J. There's tons and tons of parking here, right? I parked on the back row, and I noticed, well, I guess I can show you guys. There's, I wouldn't call it a road, but there's that. It goes back in the woods. So I thought, what the fuck? Let's go check it out. So I did. And it's kind of, you know, grown up back there, but it was some cool woods area. The thumbnail that is on this video you just clicked on was taken in the woods. But there was bugs, man, just insects, and I just felt things crawling on me and all of that. And after, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes altogether being back there, I decided I was gonna go back to the truck. I got some meatballs, I got some chicken, I got some squash that's already cut up, I got a fresh zucchini. These came from the garden. I got a little seasoning from Louisiana. I thought, you know, I'm gonna cook me something. But as I'm walking up, I look down on my legs and there's 2 ticks. Like, right here, they're kind of close together on my legs. So, you know, I pull them off. I don't do what you're supposed to do and set them on fire with your lighter and everything, because I generally don't have a lighter on me anymore since I don't smoke. But they were off of me, but ticks are still in the world, right? So I got in the truck. And, you know, my hair's probably longer than it should be, and my barber's not available Saturday when I'm going to get back, so I guess it's going to get even longer. Unless I get a crazy urge and shave my head. I have done that before. But I'm growing a beard back. So, you know, I combed through, you know, all of this and checked myself and took my shoes off, checked my feet, you know, inside the socks and all of that. And then I found another one, and it was itty bitty, very, very, very small ticks. I mean, the first 2 were, you know, little ticks. Y'all, I don't know how many of you have dogs that you leave outside, but we used to have hunting dogs. And man, you would see some ticks that were about to pop. They're all swole up and kind of like gray and disgusting looking. And, you know, of course, you know, we'd pull them off and then bust them with a rock or, you know, something like that. And it'd just be all this dark black blood from something from a demon or something, you know, out of a tick. And I hear ticks will fuck you up if you get bit by a tick. What's that, I know what it is. I'm just drawing a blank. Somebody let me know in the comments, and I'll check those in a second. But you can get sick by getting bit by a tick. And I don't think whatever it causes really like ever goes away. You kind of got your struggles from then on out. But let's see. We got Front Row Poe checking in. Boot Hill Brian. Justin from Just Truckin. Maybe, if I saw him. What's up, Jim? I'm in Greenville. About to do a pre-trip set of doubles and run to Charleston and back. Well, right on, Shoestring. I'll be in Greenville tomorrow. Yep, hit the like button. Like, depending upon the interaction and the likes, and I I don't know, all that stuff. Super chats keep me on a little longer too. We might just cook up some stuff in the air fryer, which is preheated. Like, the chicken's gonna take the longest because it's frozen. So let's go ahead and get that going. All right. My preheat has ended. All right, what the fuck? Open. And I'm gonna show you guys how convenient the air fryer is, and cleanup. It's so easy. Most of the time I don't even do it. Like, I'll go days at a time. Like, I didn't clean it last time I used it. I'm getting ready to use it now. I'll probably clean it. Well, let's see. See, it's not in that bad a shape. I'll dump the grease out. Maybe give it a little wipe with the paper towel, but because it's usually hot when I'm doing it. I'm like, ah! But I'll knock it off. But let's see. These chicken breasts, they're not the best tasting. It wasn't last time because I overcooked it. Now I've got a meat thermometer over here, and if you're gonna use an air fryer and cook meat, especially like freaking chicken, stuff like that, you gotta get you a meat thermometer. Otherwise, your ass gonna be cutting into raw chicken and getting sick, or cutting into chicken that's not done and having to put it back in. And it's gonna throw your juices and, you know, just a great freaking piece of chicken off. Or you're gonna overcook it, and it's gonna be okay, but it ain't gonna be awesome because it's overcooked. Or you can get a meat thermometer. There is a link in the description of this video that maybe they'll pay me like a nickel off of it if you buy you a $10 thermometer. I'm not really doing any preparing. That's what I did. Now, in a minute, after it gets warmed up, I'm gonna do a little more than that. I'm gonna season it up. And this has got salt in it already. And this is like Cajun seasoning. This is like the stuff that they put on crackling and everything. And well, crackling and other things in Louisiana. This came from Popeyes, exit 22 on I-12. It's I was gonna say it's my second favorite, but it has one advantage that you can get sometimes, I don't have it all the time, but chicken that's prepared a certain way that's not, you know, that's less than $10 or whatever, that you can cook in the air fryer too. So we're gonna let you think that's heated up? I've got it set on 400 degrees. I almost always have things on 400 degrees. But that's the highest it'll go lower than that. Actually, my last chicken, I wasn't really pleased with it. We're gonna do 370 degrees, and what we want our chicken to get to is 165 degrees. When it gets to that, it's time to take it out, let it cool off for a minute, and then it's ready. We're using the Rode Wireless mic. The Rode Wireless Go is what this is called. There's a link for it in the description. Actually, you know what? Those links probably ain't gonna do you no good because Amazon declined my application for the affiliates program. And the reason is I don't have a website no more. I didn't keep the little Keep On Truckin' thing up from a few years ago. And when they went to verify that, like, hey, there ain't no website no more. But these are still good things. And they may help some of you out. All right. Now, sometimes I will prepare in advance and thaw meats out, or, you know, have them fresh and they're never frozen, and cook that way. But for this live video, we're gonna do it live and kind of keep it simple. I'm gonna run my mouth, and I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna throw the rest of these meatballs in here too. Now, in my opinion, these meatballs, they were a mistake. See, I picked the meatballs that I wanted, and then I got up there and the girl, you know, like it wouldn't ring up for whatever reason or another. I'm like, you want me to run back there and get a no? I'm like, yeah, would you? And it was like the furthest point of the store is where I had to go. So I went there, and then I didn't have these Italian style 1 ounce dinner meatballs. I had something that was smaller than that, which is what I've gotten all the times before, and I just grabbed a bag without examining it closely. And I got these big things. I'm still gonna eat them. And I'm gonna squeeze some lime juice from about half a lime I have remaining. Oh, while we're waiting on this to heat up, this video is not brought to you by Magic Spoon, but guys, I think it's finally been done. A healthy cereal that doesn't have sugar, that don't hardly have any carbs. It's got protein, it's got fat in it, that's keto friendly, that's like gluten free and all that, that tastes really good. Magic Spoon. There's not a link in the description, but look it up. A lot of other YouTubers are talking about it. That's how I heard about it. I don't know of a store that carries this, but if you know of one, please let us know in the comments, and you can just go buy it. Otherwise, you can go to their website, and I ordered like a 4-pack, and they're pretty good. Now, they don't send you a full bag. Now, well, they send you more than what's in this bag, but I don't know. It's about like maybe halfway, you know, something like that, which was a little disappointing. But hey, that's kind of how it works. I brought 2 in this one box. We're not gonna eat cereal. It smells good though. There's a peanut butter. There's a fruity one. This is what is it? Jelly donut, but it's Magic Spoon. It is a tasty cereal, and what I use with it is unsweetened almond milk. It's pretty freaking good together, and like dairy, in most cases, especially like cow's milk, especially freaking cow's milk that's been homogenized, it's heated up to about the temperature my chicken's gonna get to right here. And it kills all the good enzymes and proteins and all that, and just has whatever the fuck's in a gallon of milk that makes people feel bad. But almond milk, I feel fine after almond milk. It's not as good, like just drinking a glass of almond milk compared to like this milk we used to get from the dairy. It wasn't homogenized. Sometimes, at one place at one time, we were even getting it raw, like straight out the cow. You know, it's cool when you shake it up and it's all frothy, and oh my God, was it good. Those dairies still may be there. They're near where I grew up, which I'm not at all that often, but I ain't trying to buy a gallon of milk, cow's milk. But almond milk for your Magic Spoon cereal, it's a little pricey. I think I spent like 40 bucks with shipping and handling for 4 boxes of cereal that were filled about halfway. So I don't know, but it's really, really freaking tasty, and it's I think it's healthy. It's healthier than Fruit Loops anyway. Now, I haven't quite figured out the best way to cook squash. I tried it the other day. I've got some sliced and I've got some chunked in here. And what I did the other day was I think I used avocado oil in there and just put some salt and pepper, shook them up in a bowl and dumped them in the air fryer. And I left them for about 10 minutes. And they got hot. They definitely weren't like crispy or anything like that. So somebody, and I got uh-oh. I don't think that's a tick. That is itty bitty 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 bitty. I think that's a spore. All right, before we check the food, let's check the comments. Dude, shave your face and get on your hair high and tight. I ain't gonna do that, man. Either one of those, I am gonna decline your advice. But thank you for commenting. I am, however, going to get a haircut though, and I'm wondering about the like hanging down. I don't know. I kind of like the top until it hangs in my eyes. But see, I'm going on an artistic path, man. So you know, having a little long hair kind of goes with the territory. Lyme disease. That's right. That's what ticks can give you. Cloudy Ricky retracted his message. Were you saying something mean, Cloudy Ricky? Or did you have a typo? I ain't gonna judge you for a typo. Where are you gonna be at Greenville? Well, it's not quite in Greenville. It's in Duncan. It's on some Pigeon Haven Road. I can't even remember the name of the place I'm going to. I've been there before. It's I think if it's a place I'm thinking about, which I'm pretty sure it is, it's something to do with, I thought it had something to do with Volvo. What's up, Jason Miller? Merry and happy 4th of July. Hoorah! I kind of am hungry for meatballs. What's up, Rick Curry? How you been, man? I tried. Oh, that reminds me. I ain't talked to Rick Curry or Elvis in, I don't know, a few weeks. Anyway, but Elvis, Truckin Elvis himself has been in the hospital. It was similar to the reasons I was in the hospital. I ain't gonna like go all into his business and shoot and be a butthole. You know, I'm ready to get a new vape because this one, which this is kind of a pricey mod because it's supposed to be made with good materials, but after a long drop onto a cement floor, I'm having a booger of a time with my door. Now this happened a couple months ago and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And there's a new version of this that has not a door like this. The whole thing slides off. It's magnet. It's awesome. And then I also broke my daggum phone mount, and I got one of these new kinds that, I don't know, stick in your vents. I don't think I like it. I don't like it. I've got my receipt in my bag, and that's why I'm at this Flying J instead of anywhere else, so I can return it. And that's what I'm gonna do. But this, I drive a 2021 International LT that NFI ordered, and it is definitely not my favorite truck. I mean, all right, I'm thankful. I ain't trying to be like ungrateful dick. You know, they give me the opportunity to gross $2,000 a week, so I ain't talking shit or whatever. I just wish they would contact me before they order trucks, so I could tell them what I like, and I'm pretty sure the other drivers would like, you know, the same thing. The way the dash is made in these International LTs, it's hard to get a frickin' phone mount because there ain't no flat spots there. The dash is, it's not a flat spot on it nowhere. You know, and you got the little suction cup things. And I don't like sticking them on my frickin' windshield. I already got a daggum GPS on my windshield. I'd rather have it on the dash too, and the phone on the dash instead of on my frickin' windshield. Can I get a thumbs up from somebody for that feels the same way? So I hadn't went the whole windshield. Why am I looking so like weird? A little shine. I guess I gotta move positions over here. That look better, guys? Meatballs. I'm pretty sure they're ready. But when you have a meat thermometer, you don't have to wonder. You can get confirmation. I stand corrected. And this is upside down. But it is, you know, I think these are already fully cooked. Pretty sure they are. Tell you what, while we're at it, can we cook all this? Like when I take the meatballs out, I'll put the squash in. And I don't think I'm gonna cut up a zucchini right now. And I've got another chicken. I probably don't need to eat anymore. But this is simple, simple, simple. Wish I would have showed that a little better for you. I dropped a little oil in there. Well, I'll put a little more so you can see what it looks like. Okay. We put some avocado oil in there, and I thought I got the salt, and I guess I didn't. There's salt. Where you at, Pepper? Pepper Potts? Okay. Found them. I personally like to get the pink Himalayan sea salt. That you can do a little twisty twist like that. I like it better. And I like some good old coarse pepper too. Can you ever have too much pepper? I guess you can. Especially if it malfunctions and it dumps pepper. And that's more pepper than I intended. But it'll probably be okay. And we'll shake it up. Ooh, shake it up. Oh, that reminds me. If anybody wants a really, really good 80s movie, early 80s movie, with a fantastic soundtrack that you probably never heard of and very few of your friends have seen, but after you watch it, you'll realize how much of an emotional roller coaster you went through, and you had laughed, and you maybe even got a boner, because there is nudity in this 80s comedy called The Last American Virgin. Anybody seen it? Anyone? Anyone? Let me know in the comments below. See, I grew up watching a lot of movies. My parents, like when I was in 3rd grade, we bought a VCR with the tax return that year. And then we started, like going to Curtis Mathew and all this and renting movies. First one I ever saw was Bustin' Loose with Richard Pryor in it. And then the next one was First Blood with Sylvester Stallone. And I watched those videos, like those movies, all weekend. I just saw them multiple times, and they were so freaking good. They still are good. Anyway, we ended up getting to the point where we had our own little Blockbuster thing. It's so people would come hang out with us and be our friend, I guess. But we ended up having, I don't know, a couple thousand movies on blank VHS. So it would have like 3 or 4 movies, whatever, when you slow it down, however many we could fit on there. And had all types. But one of the ones that I watched repeatedly as a kid, because it had movies in it, The Last American Virgin. It came out about the same time as Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Fast Times 1. You know, it had Sicoli and, you know, and it had boobies in it too. And the other one was more risque, more crazy, like more like disgusting, like you just have to see it. It was one of my faves, and I would love to have a conversation with somebody about The Last American Virgin, because I don't know if anyone else has seen it. And you're not going to find it on your streaming services, but you will find my balls at, what is that, 178 degrees? That's plenty. That's plenty hot. I don't need, and these things are too freaking big. They're like a cake or something almost. We'll flip that over. We'll dump our squash in. I can tell the chicken is not done. Well, I say that because it's true. It's only 115 degrees. And what are we looking for, guys? That's right, 165 degrees. Chicken gets to 165 on the meat thermometer, take chicken out. It's good. Let it sit for a minute. It's good. My ribeyes, now the outside will be much hotter than the inside. But I really like let it get to, I know some of you guys, you know, talk about slapping cows' ass and tipping them over and fucking them or whatever. And I don't know, that you like really bloody, rare steaks. That's not my favorite. I mean, I could probably eat it. But I don't know, around medium pink. I like it pink inside, boys, is what I prefer. Now, if I had little balls today, I wouldn't cut them in half. Man, can you see my balls and my face at the same time? Okay. I guess if I sit back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now, if they were small, I wouldn't do this. But they're big. So I'm cutting them in half. And the reason is, I've got some lime. This is my last one too. I buy limes by the bag. And we'll take the limes. Squeeze a little juice on here. I know some people want to put freaking mayonnaise on everything or barbecue sauce on everything. And I mean, I'll have stuff with sauce occasionally, but I don't know. That's just empty calories, extra sugar, and then, I don't know, somebody gotta have freaking sauce on everything. And I got a picture that I think it's been 3 years since I was diagnosed as being obese at my physical, and I already been hospitalized, and I don't know, I just had one of those defining moments, and I'm like, I'm done being a dumbass with food. You know, I'd been building up and researching, I guess, keto, you know, low carb, but also, you know, clean eating. That's what I try to do more than anything, is eat clean instead of, I don't know, counting my carbs. But, you know, those little apps to keep up with what you eat, I did it for a little while, and I think it helped my awareness and understanding. I did not put any oil. Did I put oil on the chicken? Oh. There's enough oil in there. That was good though. Lime juice makes a difference. These came from that grocery store that's similar to Aldi's. It's called Little's. See, I'm going to go ahead and pronounce the other way that it could be. Lidl's. I keep forgetting which one it is. And if I've got an account for Lidl's and Aldi's. Not all of them, you know, everywhere. But they're in on it. I have them in a few locations. You know, I hear trucking pays going up, like everywhere. And companies are like realizing we got to keep, you know, treat drivers good, or they're going to go somewhere else. Even if you treat them good, they'll go somewhere else. Like, I've been treated good. I ain't going to go somewhere else as far as a trucking company, but I've got other plans. We won't get too much in. I'm going to try to avoid that right now, because dadgummit, I can't do it right now. Which right now was my original goal. But I got to push it back a little bit. But it'll be this year. Man, those meatballs are good. I wish I wasn't out of them. The Coast Guard, okay. Thank you for your service, Mary. Guarding the coast. Thanks, James Smith. I thought this shirt was cool too when I saw it. I was in Houston, bobtailed, and I was parked across from this store that I shop at sometime. We won't get into that. But there was a Kroger across the street, and I think it was like a Ross or whatever. And I walked in there and I was looking for, you know, just, you know, a cool shirt, because I feel like I've been wearing the same thing all the time. And I found this one. And normally, according to the inflated ass price tags that, you know, that they use at TJ Maxx and Ross, and really at all clothing stores, but it was a $40 t-shirt, you know, the full retail price. I paid $7. That's right. And I've worn it a bunch of times. What's up for my friends in Daytona? You know, I met one of the guys, Phil is his name, that's on that account in Daytona. I got a bunch of video of Phil that I put together. I think I don't know. The NFI videos with drivers are kind of short. Like, they ain't gonna be a minute. No way. I guess somebody might, you know, but I don't know which one's better. Like, when I watch some of my old stuff, I'm like, God, this is slow moving, and I won't even finish it myself. So, where, you know, I guess, I don't know. We are up to 161 2 degrees. We'll give it just a couple more minutes and that will be good. And hopefully it won't need any kind of sauces. I don't think I got anything in there but mustard though. And we'll squeeze our remaining lime. Oh, we've only got one left. But I'm thinking after this video is over and I'm done eating, I should probably go take a shower just in case I got ticks on me anywhere. I don't think I do. But it don't take but one to change your situation quick. And here I was, think about it. I was healthy, and keto and all this. And then I went up for a walk in the woods and I can't remember what Lyme disease does, but with no kind of treatment or anything, I think it'll kill you, it'll make you blind, drive you crazy. I don't know. Somebody let us know in the comments so I don't have to Google it. It's saying turn, 3, 2, 1. Not super exciting, but we don't want it dry. So I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna follow my own advice. Now these squash, this probably isn't the best way, but I had them last time and they weren't bad. They were probably right there along the lines with the squash and zucchini you'd get at Denny's. Right along that lines. And they were just cooked in the air fryer with a little oil, salt, and pepper on them and let them cook for 10 minutes. I think I'm gonna let these cook 7 minutes more. By then, we'll be halfway through our chicken. Letting it cool down a little bit. I'm gonna save that half a meatball for, I don't know, maybe to combine with some of the other food and try it all in one bite. Did I tell y'all I got a big frickin' ticket? Yep, overweight. I think it's $673 or $43. It's over $600, almost $700. And you know what that is? That's my extra truck payment I need to get ahead on, because before I leave the truck and start my next journey, there's a few requirements I have of myself. And one of those is being 2 truck payments ahead on my Chevy. And I was getting ready to do that, but instead, I'm gonna have to take that money and pay a freaking ticket to Georgia. And it's one of those things I just need to stop talking about because I don't know, I get myself upset because I didn't look at this to make sure it was done. But look, ooh, that's hot. But it is done. There is 0 pink. And wow, this is very juicy chicken. Simple, but nice. We could probably use a little more seasoning. We'll put a little dry seasoning on that. Tell you what, this isn't, I like to cut my steak up piece by piece. I don't like to have, a big pile of steak because I don't know, I feel it dries it out and it stays juicier as you work your way through it. This perfectly cooked chicken though, I think we're gonna be okay. And the benefit of doing this, I'm gonna be able to evenly distribute the yumminess of my one and only lime slice. What a Dale Yowzy. Home slice. I went to school with this guy. He came late to the party. He was from like New York or something. And he had this like phrase he would, sorry about that. He had this phrase he would say where it's like, what's up, home slice? And we didn't say that shit. Back in like due West, South Carolina, home slice? Like, where'd that come from, but he used to use it. That was his thing. And he's still alive. Good news. Dale Yowzy. But his brother Ed, which was closer to my age, he is not. He was... Mike Henderson died first, and then Ed Yowzy was second. It's while I was at boot camp back in 92, I believe. And I saw him right before I went to boot camp, ironically enough. But Home Slice, this is for you, buddy. We're going to squeeze a little lime. Wring it out. And if there's little pieces of lime that fall out, I mean, it just kind of reminds you of a Corona. And it is a good thing. All right, all right. Can I get a thumbs up from somebody? It's juicy. It's better with the lime. Somebody give me some tips on avocados. I've had a few avocados. Now, sure, I may have kept them a few days after I bought them. But when I cut them, and they stayed in the bottom of the refrigerator, and one time it was almost like an avocado, I don't know, shake or something, because it was almost frozen. But but I've gotten some lately that I cut, and as soon as you split them, just something ain't right. Like the color ain't right. It's kind of yellow, and your center core don't, it mashes in and don't really come out real good, and it don't slice good, and it tastes like shit. But other times they'll be, soft but green and nice, and then other times they'll be perfect. I'm still figuring it out. Ooh, we're starting to get a little color to the squash. We got 3 more minutes. We'll let them finish, try the squash. I'll check your comments. There's only 12 of you in here. I did a TikTok video earlier. First one ever. Sean is giving a thumbs up. Appreciate it, buddy. Talk to Phil. He's the one that told me about you when I saw his video. Phil. Which Phil we talking? Like, Philip LaCroix? Werner Training are suing Werner for underpaying them. I think that started a few years ago. And if I was involved in a lawsuit that settled in the last year or two about owner-operators and, treated like employee, or I don't know, something along that lines. I can't recall if that settled, how that turned out, or anything. If somebody knows, let us know in the comments. And we got Sean from Maryland. Is it fun eating? I'm watching me eat. If it is, drop a thumbs up. If I could share my chicken with you, I would. I don't know if I'd share that last quarter slice of meatball. I guess it depends on who you are. But the air fryer, I can't recommend them enough. It is a great tool, and the truck is not running right now, so you don't hear a bunch of background noise. I'm just sitting here with the fan on back here with my blinking lights, because I hadn't got them on Wi-Fi yet. I tried when I got here, because I had planned on making that turn blue before this video started, but I'm too far away from the Wi-Fi. I'm back here with the ticks. So, I don't know. Maybe next week. Maybe next video. I'm still feeling stuff crawl on me. I'm going to go. I really don't want to take a shower, because I just took a shower like right before I went to bed last night, I think. We've got squash that are ready. And that's what they look like. And once again, this is not the fancy edition. This may be one that I learned from with tips from you guys, or just my own personal thoughts on this when I have to do it again. But those were not battered in the least bit. They were just cut up, a little oil, salt, and pepper. boom, in the air fryer at 400 and something degrees. We'll give these a minute to cool off because they have been at 400. Well, actually, I dropped it to like 370. All right, so no more comments. Yeah, pretty hot. Woo! It's too hot to swallow. Okay, I swallowed it. Anybody else got anything? Well, everybody, have a great 4th of July weekend. I hope most of you get home and have some fun. Hang out with the people you love, whether it's friends or family or yourself. It's 2021. I don't know if I can talk about vaccinations on YouTube without, I don't know. It seems like we're being censored more than ever. But everybody, rock out this weekend. Have a good time. Thanks for making it to the end. I'm Trucker Jim, and I'll see you next time. But until then, be safe out there and keep on trucking. Goodbye.